Welcome back to the Ben Mulroney Show. Years ago, I worked at another network, and one of their corporate priorities was to end the stigma associated around the conversation around mental health. And it was a point of pride to help be part of that conversation. And one of the ways that we did that was we conducted interviews with some very famous Canadians who were honest about their struggles with mental health. And that was one of my regrets when I left there, was that I couldn't be part of that conversation anymore. However, it is a conversation we should all take part in, and we should all be sharing our struggles, our accomplishments, and our stories. And very happy to be doing that today with somebody who has, he's got a heck of a story to share. I'd like to welcome to the conversation Sach Latti. He's a former military man, former member of the CBSA. And he's passing through town in a very unique way. Sachin, welcome to the show.
Hey, man. Thanks a lot. Thanks for having me.
Okay, so we're going to get into your backstory in a moment, but we have to talk about what you're doing right now.
Yeah, for sure.
If we rewound the clock to 2023, the accomplishment is a massive headline, having run 22 marathons in 22 days, from Revelstoke to Victoria. And so that's incredible in its own right. And you picked 22 because?
So in 2011, the U.S. Marines conducted a study that revealed that 22 veterans a day commit suicide. So I thought, well, let's raise some awareness. And obviously that's in the United States.
Yeah.
But
it's still a number.
It's still a number.
It's a number that matters.
It's still a number that matters. But if you were to incorporate Canada, first responders, that number obviously goes up.
Yeah.
So I wanted to highlight that number.
So you did 22. I mean, I've run one marathon in my life. We'll talk about how pathetic that was in a moment. But you did 22 in 22 days.
Yeah.
And you did, and congratulations for that. Fast forward to this year, and you decide to up your game.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Okay,
yeah.
so tell us what you're doing now.
So starting June 16th, just about 54 days ago, I believe, I started running across Canada. Initially started off running 100 kilometers a day. And then we transitioned into 50 kilometers a day and I'm sure we'll get into the reasons why we pivoted. But since then, I've been running 50 kilometers a day across the country.
Every day?
We've had about 3 or 4 rest days.
3 or 4 rest days. Okay, look, how do you, what's your day like?
Wow, that's a great question.
Like what time do you wake up?
I'll get up around 7 in the morning.
Okay.
I'll have my breakfast.
How many calories do you consume in a day?
All of them.
All the calories.
All of them.
All the calories.
Yeah,
Are you on a strict diet?
No.
No, it's whatever you want to eat because you just need fuel.
Hey, man, I eat whatever I can, however I can, and as long as I can keep it down, we're good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and let's talk about the physical condition that you're. I couldn't walk for 2 days after the one marathon I ran 10 years ago.
Well, look, like anything, it takes time and training to get your body ready for anything.
Yes, I concede that.
Yeah.
This is pushing your body beyond what it was probably intended to do.
Maybe. I don't know. I wasn't around when we were created, but having said that, I've been look, am I banged up? Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Am I feeling perfect? No. I'm tired. I want to go to bed. I want to just chill.
But okay, there are certain things that would prevent me from doing anything, like a giant blister, like one of those big ones, right on that pivot point on your toe or your heel.
Yeah.
Have you had anything like that?
100%.
How do you wake up the next day and do it?
So I popped it.
Sure, but then it's an open wound on your foot that you've got to run 50K on.
So, so what I do then, because look, man, the whole time's been pretty uncomfortable.
Sure.
I think of the reason why I'm doing it.
Yeah.
And the reason why I'm doing it is to raise awareness and funds to support people, right?
Yeah.
And if it was just about me running across the country, heck no, I wouldn't do it. I would stay at home and not bother. But I've seen and spoken to tons of people that are struggling.
Yeah.
And I myself struggled a great deal. And so I thought, or I think, whatever, man. I struggle for 6, 7, 8 hours during the run. And we can help a lot of people through this process. So yeah, it's uncomfortable, but I grind it through.
What do you think of while you're running?
Oh, that's a good question, man. I think of a lot of things. I think about obviously what I'm doing, how I'm doing it, and how we can impact more people, how we can help more people. Number one. Number two, I think about my day, what I have planned. I'm coming here to talk to you, how to present the goals and what we're trying to achieve. I think about my team. I think about how hard they're working and how much they're doing things to support what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I think about the people every single day that we've spoken to. Like we've spoken to about just about 5,000 people,
Wow.
individual conversations, not running by them, but actual
Yeah.
conversations, holding space in the RV, talking about their struggles. I think about them every day. And I think about how strong they are and to keep getting up and keep doing what they need to do to continue with their life. So think about a lot of things, man.
Never before, in my humble estimation, has it been a better time to be able to share one's struggles with mental health. But also, never before have, I think, we seen this many mental health issues. What are we doing right and what are we doing wrong? Because it seems like the more we talk about it, the more problems we have. Or is it those problems were always there, but now we've opened up space and we've allowed people to talk about it for the first time? How do you see it?
I think there's a combination of things. I think, yeah, we are talking about it more, and it is giving people some more, courage to speak out.
Yeah.
But I also think things we've done wrong, right? And I think, obviously during the pandemic, a lot more people started struggling, me included.
Yeah.
And that kind of precipitated maybe a massive sort of struggle in people's heads. Look, we've run across the country. It's been 54 days today. And I've seen things in small towns and in big towns that I never thought I'd be seeing.
Like what?
A lot of homelessness, a lot of addiction, a lot of struggling people. Like the reason why we pivoted from 100 kilometers a day to the 50 is if I'm running 100 kilometers a day, I'm dialed in. I'm not talking to anybody.
Yeah.
I'm moving.
Yeah.
I can't stop. But within the first couple of days, we were being stopped for people to have conversations.
Yeah.
Like we have this big, massive RV. It says mental health on it. It's like a moving billboard. And as people were seeing it, we were getting not run off the road, but people would like stop us.
Sure.
And they wanted to talk. And so we really quickly realized, okay, wait a second here.
Yeah.
Something's going on that we maybe need to provide some space for people to have these conversations.
Yeah, you were running past the problem.
Yeah, so
right?
now we decided to run to people rather than past them.
Yeah, a former military person who is running to make space for conversations about mental health, men's mental health, as well as raising funds for this very needed issue. Let's start the conversation on who you are and why you're doing this, because a lot of people struggle with mental health issues. They do not struggle and wake up one day and decide they're going to do stuff like this.
Yeah, fair point. So, about 5 years ago, I was going through a divorce. 18 years in law enforcement, so struggled a lot with some of the experiences within that environment, and then the pandemic. All these things at the same time, and also my lack of addressing my own issues for most of my life, stuffing things down, not addressing all that kind of stuff.
Compartmentalizing.
Basically, yeah. And then it kicked me in the butt.
How so?
I had so there was weeks and months where I wasn't sleeping. My emotions were dysregulated. I could either cry or get angry at the drop of a hat. And so I ended up having to see a doctor.
Yep.
And the doctor essentially said you had a major depressive episode, and which lasted months, and diagnosed me with major depressive disorder. And that's kind of what happened. And for me, I wasn't a runner. Okay.
What did you look like before you did this?
A bodybuilder.
Because you look like Superman.
I was a bodybuilder
Okay.
and a jiu-jitsu athlete.
Okay.
I used to compete in jiu-jitsu. And so I was a lot bigger. I was probably about 25 pounds
Really?
more muscular.
Yeah.
Right. And so for me, as I started this journey, I wasn't a runner, but I was struggling so bad. And I was I was going through the divorce, and I was living in the basement suite of the house I bought with my ex-wife.
Yeah.
And I had my daughter was 2 at the time.
Yeah.
And, I was the squeaky wheel in the marriage. So it was, a lot of ownership on my side.
Yeah.
So there was a lot of guilt and issues related to that. So, living in the basement suite, hearing my daughter running around, it wasn't pleasant for me.
Yeah.
So I had to figure out ways to stick around. And one of the things I started thinking about was, okay, the 2 coping mechanisms I had when I was, not struggling was either go to the gym or maybe have a drink.
Yeah.
And so going to the gym wasn't an option because of the pandemic.
Sure.
And having a drink at that time, I realized was going to be a really big problem. So I didn't drink.
Okay.
So I thought, okay, man, what else am I going to do? So I put on some shoes
And you went for a run.
and went for a run.
Thanks so much for watching the show. Now, if you enjoyed what you saw, hit that subscribe button so you never miss another episode of The Ben Mulroney Show.